It wasn't something I expected when I came to work here. You know, when you start out as an instructor, I think many of us have this idea that we're going to be in a classroom and we're going to be teaching, and maybe these other kinds of opportunities are not something we think of as part of that job description.
So I was a chaperone for the Brigades trip, and that really meant bringing kind of support to the students, where I was bringing cultural knowledge to the table. I have lived in Honduras before. I'm really familiar with Central America, and also language knowledge. I do speak Spanish, so I was able to kind of provide context for what the students were going through, help guide the people that they were working with through the process, and kind of help bridge that gap linguistically.
So a couple of the roles that I played as chaperone, one was just providing whatever support was needed in the clinics or in public health. Public health is done in small groups, so I chipped in and was mixing cement, assisting just right alongside the students. In the medical clinics, I tried to play a little less of a role because I know that the shadowing opportunities in the clinics are really important to the students. So I played more of a role just assisting the patient through different areas of our clinic and just really try to show some of the West Virginia friendliness that we're well known for.
I think what I tried to bring to the trip was support for Daniel Brewster, who is the lead faculty advisor for the student organization. And so my thinking when I agreed to go along was that I would be there in a support role, and not just for him, but for students. And so I think that came out in sort of my moving around different spaces and just trying to be as supportive as I could, regardless of the context.
Going on a trip like this as a chaperone is great for me. I mean, to see kind of the student side of things and to see what they're going to be going through. And since I advise students on what program they should go on and what they're looking for in a trip, this is huge in helping me determine if this is a good fit for them or not.
This has given me the opportunity to engage with my students in such a completely different way than I ever expected to be able to do, and to be able to experience a different part of the world with them and spreading a bit of goodwill and kindness while doing it has really brought a measure of satisfaction to my job that I didn't expect.
My personal motto is to grow where you're planted, and I'm trying to grow, until I outgrow the garden, so to speak. And WVU has really given me a lot of opportunities to continue growing. I've been an employee here for about 7 years, and some of the things that I've done, including chaperoning this Brigades trip, are things I never would have dreamed of 7 years ago that I would have the opportunity to do. Because of my employment at WVU, I've now traveled to 3 different countries. I've made lifelong connections with numerous students. I've hopefully positively impacted a few lives along the way, but the opportunities that you have to do new things as an employee at WVU is something that certainly seems unmatched in other employers in the area, and so I'm very proud to be working here and can't wait to see what's next.